Hello, this is David Cooper with the Social Media Connection. It's important to know that here on the David Cooper Show, we're always looking for individuals that really have proficiency with selling. For so much of these years, I've been a relative expert, some would say, in the soft sell way, And so today, what a delight, what a great honor it is for me to have someone who's known all across the social media world as the LinkedIn rock star. It's Mr. Mike O'Neill. Mike, welcome, man.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much.
I'm so excited to have you. Now, Mike, before he started doing so many things, I mean, he is all over the place in the entire world of social media. But he was, before engaging into the social media spaces, he was an outstanding salesperson. He was really a high-level, upper-level, successful person in the world of selling and technology. And so, Mike, if you would, share with the audience some of the background that you had, some of the proficiencies that you developed, and then how some of those skills have helped you do some of the things that you've done to really lead the charge. I mean, you are the flag bearer of so much of being connected in the social media world. So just share with them what some of the skills were, your proficiency developed, and how you've used that.
Well, it comes down to people. And we've created a social media empire to some extent around LinkedIn with networking people together. Yeah. Well, it started out networking technology together. These components go together to make something complete. Computer equipment goes well with telecom, goes well with software. And when you're selling your product, you need to be able to sell the other products that go with it, and you need to bring those vendors in. Mm-hmm. That makes you in control of the selling situation. You're not going to buy my product alone. It's part of a suite. It's one of the vegetables in the vegetable soup. Yeah. Unless you're selling pea soup, you're going to have issues where you're going to have to bring some other people in. Potato soup, is that a favorite of mine?
That's right.
There's still no bacon, still in potato soup. You notice that? So bringing the other vendors in is part of the value-added process that you bring. And you create these relationships ahead of time with people so that you're bringing an integrated approach. That's where the name Integrated Alliances actually came from, that whole piece. I was set up my whole lifestyle to do this. And from a technology standpoint, it's kind of easy because this doesn't plug into this very well. It's got to plug in like that.
Oh, it really does. You know, one of the things that you mentioned, how they work together, what Mike O'Neill has really become a specialist with is bundling. And so he is the LinkedIn rock star, but he's also, besides so much that he does there, he could share 5 or 6 different ways that he is absolutely, totally having those things all come together. And so, Mike, if you would, take a minute and a half or 2 minutes and just sort of share how you would encourage someone to develop their bundle.
Well, there are products and services that go well with yours. It's the hamburger, fries, and a Coke concept. So finding those other people that work well with your environment, maybe they're talking to customers before you are.
Yep.
So they're further up the food chain. If they're talking to customers before you are and you get pulled into the deal, it's half closed. Yep. It might be all the way closed. The only thing you have to do is configure something and look good. Make the person who brought you in look godlike. Fantastic. They're the best person in the world. You brought me in. You're a god. Here you are. And by putting them forward, you're not selling yourself. You're just completing the sale that's already there.
Well, it's pretty amazing. I've now done since the early 70s over 8,600 events. Since 1974 was the first time I was ever paid to do a professional sales training event. And so part of what I admire so much, I just salute and respect so much, is what you've done to really take social media marketing to a higher place. And if you would, just indulge me a little bit, tell them how many connections that you have on LinkedIn, because I absolutely am blown away by this, but it's because he's so proficient at relationships. And so, Mike, just share with them, and also share one of the favorite products that you would tell them about, because it's important to know that this man is a teaching and training machine. And so I urge you to just say, hey, I want to become proficient with what Mike O'Neill's training would help me become proficient with. Go ahead.
Perfect. Well, the number is 20,000. So I hit 20,000 actually while I'm right here in Nashville filming the show here. So, and I got that way by other people picking up my flag and carrying it forward. It's by spotlighting other people that I got to go along on the ride. And frankly, it's a good ride. Right. And it plays very well when you get into Twitter and Facebook and other environments, because people want to have a little bit of variety, not a lot of variety. We can only have 3 or 4 user interfaces that we understand. But the right 3 are probably that LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter world out there, and they play very well together. And you'll find folks that have a relationship in one area, very easy to have relationships in 2 or 3 areas if you pick the right platforms.
Well, it really, really is. And so I just urge you, when you get through with this show, if you want to have an interesting experience, just go to google.com and Google Mike, because he really, really, really has such an elegant track record of helping teach and train people to use the social media world to really have more fun. I mean, he is all about having both the balance between professionally accelerating and having fun at the same time. And so, everyone, I just want you to know that what a delight it's been today to have Mike O'Neill. All right, man. Well, this is David Cooper with The David Cooper Show. I want you to go to davidcooper.com and look at some of the things that you would find there that would help you accelerate your income in the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. But I want you to look at each of the different shows. We're so glad at Social Media Connection to have Mike O'Neill with his show. It's exciting. Come back. Tell everyone you know about Social Media Connection. See you next time.